Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to English class. Well, the last English class we have learned the poem and then the exercises, right? So, this week we just begin with the poem question answers. So, today we are going to see the question answers. Just we'll read it and learn it, okay? Just hear the pronunciation properly, and then only when you are studying it will be easy to read all the sentences, okay? So, shall we begin it? Okay. So the first question is, what is the face of a clock? What does it show? The face of the clock is called the dial. The face of the clock is called the dial. It has another name that is called the clock face or face dial. It has another name that is called the clock face or face dial. Clock displays the time using dial and moving hands. You could see how would be the clock. So that face is called, the name is dial. So another name is clock face or face dial. So what does the clock show? The clock displays the time using the dial, which means the face, and moving by moving the hands. So this is the answer for what is the face of a clock, what does it show. Shall we move to the next question? Now second question is, do you remember the trunk? Two things trunk. One is tree trunk, another one is the trunk which has the lock and key. Okay, so here what is a trunk? How is it different from a tree trunk? So a trunk also known as a travel trunk, suitcase, right? So the long years before they used to just for the traveling they used to take this trunk only. It has a lock or key, but tree trunk does not have lock or key. So I told you the two difference of the trunk, that one is with the lock and key and another one is the tree trunk, which is the thick stem of the trunk. And the branches கீழே அந்த கிரவுண்ட்லேருந்து முளைச்சி போகுது பார்த்தியா, அந்த தான் என்னது trunk. Okay. So a trunk also known as a travel trunk. So another trunk is traveling time we use that trunk, which means a suitcase now we are seeing. But before years ago, all the people used the trunk only. Okay. It has a lock or key, but tree trunk does not have lock or key. Now third question. What does a clock lose? How does that happen? Whenever a clock is running fast, it is said to gain time, but when it runs slow, it is said to lose time. For watch, to show the correct time again, it should lose 12 hours. It should lose 12 hours. Whenever a clock is running fast, it is said to gain time, but when it runs slow, it is said to lose time. For watch to show the correct time again, it should lose 12 hours. Now fourth question. How does a cornfield get a dimple? How does a cornfield get a dimple? See, listen carefully. How does it get the dimple? When a corn that is drying out are said to have dimples. When a corn that is drying out are said to have dimples. Okay, drying out na உலர்ந்து அதாவது அது எல்லாமே வளர்ந்து கரெக்டாக ரெடியாக இருக்குது. ஸோ அந்நேரம் காற்றடிக்கும் போது இட் வில் ஜஸ்ட் பெண்டணும். ஸோ அந்த பெண்ட் ஆகும்போது இட் லுக்ஸ் லைக் அ டிம்பிள்ஸ். ஓகே. நெக்ஸ்ட், வாட் ஆர் த ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ வாட்ச்? வாட் ஆர் த ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ வாட்ச்? வாட் டு தே டூ? A watch hands are that points to the hour on the clock or watch. So usually what the watch shows are 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. This is the hour. Okay, it shows the hour time. Okay, a watch hands are that points to the hour on the clock or watch. So எந்த பாயிண்ட் வந்து 1 2 3 அப்படின்னு hours denote பண்ணுதோ, small ஒன்னோ, that is hour in the watch. That denotes hour in the watch. The thing that points to the minute is called the minute hand. So which arrow, right? Which thing is shows that minute, okay? Minute edu kaamikidho and hand per enna minute hand. And thing that points to the second is called the second hand. Appo edu seconds kaamikidho adu second hand. See, listen, totally 3 hands in the watch, right? In our wrist watch. So we have a 3. One is small, one is bigger, one is always getting round. Okay. So the small one denotes the hour. That is what the first point. And the bigger one shows the minute, that is minute hand. And always it's rounds no for all the time, all the seconds. So that is the second hand. So now do you understand what are the hands of a watch? What do they do? Okay. Next. Sixth question is, how do rivers run without feet? How do rivers run without feet? You know, rivers don't have feet, but you have to tell me how it runs, right? So that's what here. Due to gravity, rivers move from higher to lower elevation. Higher to lower elevation when the rain falls on the land. So the rivers move because of the gravity, but it doesn't have feet. So due to the gravity. So gravity, you know, gravitational force, no, and the gravity தான் என்ன அப்படின்னா மேட்டிலேருந்து பள்ளத்துக்கு அது அதுவாக ஓடும். ஓகேயா? ஸோ அப்படி ஓடுற பாதை தான் ரிவர்னு ஆயிடுச்சு. எப்போ அது ஓடுனா when the rain falls on the land. So the river move because of gravity, but it does not have feet. So river will never run with the feet, okay, because it does not have feet. Why? Because it is moving. Why it is running? Because of the gravity. Okay. Next question. What are the teeth of a saw? So you know the saw has a teeth, right? But what kind of the teeth it was? That is what are the teeth of a saw? The saw blade's teeth. So what we are saying here, the saw teeth is a blade, okay? The saw blade's teeth are tipped with the, sharpened, okay? Tipped with the small pieces of sharp tungsten carbide block. See, what is sharp tungsten carbide means? One kind of blade, okay? Short tungsten carbide block, okay? The saw blade's teeth are tipped with the small pieces of sharp tungsten carbide block. So my dear students, have you all listened all the questions? I hope it is clear for you. Just to listen at least twice or thrice, only then you could understand the pronunciation of all the sentences. So it will be useful when you are studying without anyone help. You can read yourself, right? So that's why I just give you as a video. So just go through it and learn well. Don't mug up it, okay? So thank you students. This is your homework today.